welcome to this 2-day challenge of detoxing your mind. I thought I'd create this little challenge for you because I seen many people kind of falling back into the same kind of pattern. You get so excited about change and you implement a lot of new affirmations, new behaviors, and maybe after a week or maybe a month, you kind of find yourself back in where you started. You kind of give up or you get stuck, right? So I wanted to create this Detox Your Mind challenge because I believe that most of us, the mistake I'm seeing that most of us do, and I've done that too in the past, like a few years ago, is that we need to be, we need to get really, really clear about our current reality, like what is going on exactly right now in our lives, and notice what we need to change. We need to acknowledge, accept the fact what habits are not serving us, what thoughts are not serving us, what behaviors are not serving us. What is it exactly that we don't like? Why do we feel not good enough? Why do we feel so lonely? So in order to do that, we definitely need to get clear about the reality around us right now, as of this moment. How is your life right now? Let's say your work life, your financial situation. Do you like your job? Do you don't like your job? How is your relationship? Actually, this goes kind of like into the relationship, but how are you in relationship with your boss, with your co-workers? So everything kind of like around your work. How long is the commute to go to work? Is it bothersome? And so just like clearly understand where do you get stressed out from work? Do you get overwhelmed? Do you get frustrated? So all these feelings might come from work-related issues, right? So you need to kind of get clear about that, like what is right now the reality looks like for me in my work environment. Take a paper. I love to journal. If you follow me in my group, Mind Your Way to Success, and if you not, then join. But if you do, you already know me, and I love journaling. And so I encourage you for this first video challenge. Take a paper, take a notebook. I love notebooks because then you can just keep everything in a kind of one neat place. Not that I'm very neat, but but I like to keep my thoughts at least in one book until it fills up, and then the next and the next and the next. Anyways, I am filling up a lot of notebooks with journaling, but that's just me. But I'm trying to actually encourage you to do that for this exercise, for you to actually see it on paper, to see it in front of you. What is it that is actually happening in your life clearly? So if you address the job part, the working part, there is also your health. How is your health? Are you healthy? Are you exercising? Do you have good eating habits? Do you do any sports? What do you do to keep up with your health? Do you want to get healthier, or are you okay where you are? So these are all these questions that definitely you need to be clear about it where you are right now. Because if you want to go to the next level, you need to know where you start. So clearly, not just like on the subconscious mind. Now, I know I need to change. I don't like my job. I know I need to lose weight. I know I'm not really eating healthy. But these are like all kind of mixed and like surface level thinking. So in order to get a little more a little more deeper into this, is point like write it out: age, work, health, relationships, finances, your success, whatever comes up for you, what do you do for like your lifestyle? I love that actually. So how is your lifestyle? How is your day? How is your one day look like today? So you wake up, you drink your coffee, you rush to work, you're all stressed at work, you come back home and you have to make dinner for the kids and you're rushing and you're cleaning and you just cannot even breathe until you put the kids to bed, let's say. So is this your reality? Right, so recognize what you do in a day. Write it out from the morning to the evening, and then once you write that down, you're actually gonna clearly see like, oh my God, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing with my life? Like, oh, I see where the stress is coming from, or you're gonna realize that um, this is a good thing in my life. I could spend more time on that, or I could spend less time on something that is stressing me out. Or so, well, in tomorrow's exercise, we're gonna actually look into that, how we can actually work out some better plan, how we can actually move forward to a lifestyle, to a health, to a relationship, to a work that we would actually love to live, the life that we want to live, the life that we would enjoy living. So I appreciate you came here, and I'm really hoping that you're gonna do this exercise. It's very important. I know it sounds kind of like, oh, whatever. She wants us to write down, what am I doing in one day? Like, I know what I'm doing in one day. I know what's stressing me out. I know I have to lose weight, and it's okay to feel like that. I used to feel like that too. I used to feel like if someone would told me, write down what's your problem. It's just like, I can tell you what's my problem from my head, you know. But it was all at the surface level, It was all something that um, really was just like, yeah, it's kind of like the story that I was telling to myself, right? So when I actually took the time to write it down, what is happening, I become single 3 years ago, so I have to kind of make sure that I can feed my children. I can pay for my rent. Like, how am I going to do that when I only have one income? I could have, like, I was complaining, of course, I don't have money. How am I going to pay? And instead of focusing on that part, I had to say, okay, how am I going to come up with some more money? What can I do to actually make this life work for me and make this life work for my children? So that's just, like, say, a work aspect of it. For the health, I know I was overweight. I know I was absolutely unhealthy, like disgustingly unhealthy. I know it's a little bit hard word to say, but I was not in a good shape, absolutely, and it was really freaking hard to realize that. I was just like, what the f am I doing with my life? Like, seriously. Um, but I took the time. I had no other choice. I was just like, this is it. I am going to have to change my life. I'm going to have to rebuild my life, and not the way I lived before and not the way I knew before, because that's not freaking working. My thoughts were all over the place. It was ruminating all over. I was undecided. I was confused. I was lonely. I was blaming everybody and everything around me. But to look at myself, that was probably the hardest part in my reality. And it's just like, holy crap, like, where am I? What am I doing here? Why am I doing it? Why is it's a really big question. So I encourage you to do this for the first day. And we will come back. I will come back tomorrow, and we're gonna get a little bit excited about, okay, now we know where we are. Now we know what is really going on in our lives. Do I want to change? Do I want something more? And if I do, what is it, and how am I gonna get there? So let's keep that in mind, that the next video is coming out tomorrow. I really would like you to take a little bit of time for yourself, even if you're rushing, even if you you're really busy and you can't find a time, find a friggin' time. Find 15, 20, 30 minutes alone by yourself. It's really the best to do it by yourself, and come up with whatever comes up in your mind. How do you see your life today? Clearly. And you're writing it down for yourself. So don't be shy, don't be hard on yourself, because it is what it is. You cannot change anything that's happened in the past, but what you can do is realize what's happening, and realize that there is a choice, and there is a way to live another way. If you wish to live another way, if you wish to come out of that mindset that you are in, if you wish to not be stressed all the time, if you wish to be confident, if you wish to be in the energy that you always feel well, it's something that must be done. Clarity is number one step. You have to be clear about where you are right now. So I'm gonna leave you with that. Oh, and one more thing, please, 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 be gentle with yourself. Be freaking gentle with yourself. It's don't blame anyone, and don't blame yourself. It's no one's fault. People, we just don't know any better. Or sometimes, I make mistakes, tons of mistakes, and I made a million mistakes in my life. So I just realized it and put it on paper, and I looked at it and figured out how to change it. So I'm gonna leave you with that, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. And we're going to talk about how to move forward, and how to clear the path for you to move to a direction that you would like to move, for you to move to a direction that you would like to rebuild your life. You want your lifestyle to look like. So I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll see you, and you do the homework, do it 15, 20, 30 minutes tonight, morning, whenever you have time. But please find the time, because this is the time for you to get really freaking clear and put it on paper, and let's get your life to the next level. Let's get you moving. Let's get you realize what the heck is going on, and that's it. We're going. So I'll see you tomorrow, and thank you for watching. And one more thing, if you have not joined my group yet, Mind Your Ways to Success. It's a private Facebook group, and with like-minded women and men who would like to change their lives, who are ready, who are recognizing that they need some kind of change in their life, that if they don't do that, they're gonna feel stuck, or they're just gonna stay in an unhappy level of life, which is absolutely not necessary. You want to change. Hopefully that's why you're here, because you want to change. Sorry, I just lost my breath there for a second. Yeah, so join the group. I'm sure you're gonna find a link somewhere, but I'm gonna leave it below, or somewhere. I don't know where it's gonna be yet, but it will be there. Come join us. There's a lot of stuff in there that you can use, or you can apply to your life already. It will help you become more confident. It will, there's a few things in there that we talk about, what you need to get rid of in order to, find your happiness and all that stuff. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Thank you.